What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Leo, and the first NFL game is in the books. The Buffalo Bills defeated Los Angeles Rams last night, and there was a big storyline. Jalen Ramsey was burnt toast. Jalen Ramsey got burnt this, burnt that. Stefon Diggs killed him. Oh wait, no, the safety was supposed to help Jalen on that touchdown. But I'm here. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. I'm gonna bring you guys all the plays, all the facts. We're gonna figure out what really went down in this game. So this is going to be a Stefon Diggs versus Jalen Ramsey film breakdown. Now, there wasn't really a lot of plays where they matched up. I only took the plays from the game where Stefon Diggs was Jalen's primary guy to cover, whether it was zone or man. So, and there wasn't really much. They didn't match up a lot, and the Rams in this game played a lot of zone coverage, so we didn't really get to see one-on-one, mano-y-mano, what we really want to see. But either way, we're still going to get into it. So this is the first play here. Jalen Ramsey is number 5. Stefon Diggs is number 14. So this was early in the game. This is going to be zone coverage by the Rams off coverage. You see he's about 7 yards off. Get to the snap of the ball here. This is what I'm talking about. We've seen a lot of this from the Rams. You know, there's really no way Jalen can cover this playing it's either a cover 2 or a cover 4 look. But if Stefon Diggs runs a short in breaking route, there's nothing Jalen can do there. Like I said, it was hard to really find plays where they matched up like this. Here we go again. This is off coverage right here. But we see Jalen defends it really well. Let me go back and see scan everywhere. So no, this was a zone coverage, but still, whenever you're in zone a lot of the time and you have your one receiver down here, you pretty much lock onto him. It's pretty much like cover 1, the same exact thing. But he stays off, he backpedals. You see Diggs tries to give him a couple of stutter steps here. Diggs does a good job eating the separation up quick, but Ramsey holds his own, keeping the distance. And then you see Ramsey covers his comeback really well, and then Diggs kind of spins out of it. But at that time, it's supposed to be a sack. You can't cover guys for that long. So I think that was a solid rep from Jalen Ramsey, staying on top of Stefon Diggs with the threat of Diggs' speed too. But good play, good rep there by Jalen Ramsey. Not going to be too many players here. Okay, now here we go. This is press man, I believe, on this play, if I remember correctly. Down here at the bottom, singled up. We do have 2 high safeties, is what it's showing. Oh my goodness, what happened? Okay, getting back to it. How about the Bills last night, though? The Bills played phenomenal. That was such a statement game. I believe this was a third down play as well. What I did notice is that on third down, a lot of the time, that's when Jalen Ramsey went over to Stefon Diggs' side and covered him, because Jalen was really not on him a lot of the game, which I was not expecting that. I was expecting the Rams to put their best on the Bills' best, but we didn't really see that other than on third downs. And there was 2 other plays in the game where they were in a one-on-one coverage, and then there was false start, so it kind of sucked to see that. But it's a single high safety look. The safety's going to drift to the middle. This guy's playing up. But we see Diggs takes an outside release here. Let's go back. Diggs takes an outside release. Ramsey's in pretty good coverage. He tries to get his hands on him to jam him up, but it wasn't really too effective because Diggs got a little far outside of him. But Ramsey's in good coverage. He's on his hip. He's playing a little bit of a trail technique here. And this is honestly just a perfect throw by Josh Allen. And Josh Allen, he is that guy. I think, he's a serious MVP contender. He played like the best quarterback in the league last night. And even the last time we seen him in the playoffs, he was playing phenomenal. But this is just a perfect throw. I mean, Ramsey's in good position here in his hip. And, you can't guard the back shoulder throw coming that fast. So, win there by Stefon, but there's not really much Ramsey could do. Now, this is another play, man-to-man. They're singled up here at the top. I'm going to let it play out for you guys. Really, to me, Stefon won this rep. It's just he wasn't able to hang on to the ball, and the velocity Josh Allen throws the ball, like, 8 yards away. That's a tough catch. It was a little high as well, but looking at the top, we see Diggs jumps outside. Ramsey does stay really, really disciplined. Look at this. He doesn't go for that fake really. He's still really square. Stays back, but Stefon Diggs has such amazing quickness. And this little move right here, it's like, all right, so he takes a step outside on his release, comes back inside, does another little stutter, and I think that just freezes Ramsey up for like a tenth of a second. That's one of the first times I've seen that move personally. Like that, it just froze Ramsey because he did good. Like the initial release Stefon Diggs had going, fake outside to jump in. Ramsey was good. He was disciplined. He was square. He was in an athletic position to guard outside, inside. Basically like fade or slant. But Stefon does this little extra stutter, and I think that just gets Ramsey to pause for a half of a second, and we do see the separation here kind of. Ramsey's trying to undercut it, but it just goes off of Stefon's hands. But, incomplete pass, that's, we can give that to Ramsey. Low key, this is the other angle just to see what it was like at the catch point. So I think Diggs had a little bit of separation here, enough to, potentially have a touchdown. Ramsey is long. He's 6'2", 6'3", long arm. So maybe he could have knocked it down, but I think it's just a drop by Stefon there. But not bad coverage at all by Ramsey. Not bad coverage. He made the throw harder than what it had to be. So I think we'll give that's like a win for both of those guys. That's a really good rep. Now this is the play. This is the play everybody's talking about. Twitter, everywhere, about how Ramsey just got burnt, or people are also arguing that it's not his fault, it's the safety's fault. But so we're gonna break it down. Now, I think on the broadcast, Chris Collinsworth said it was quarters coverage, and a lot of people was like, it was quarters coverage. The safety is supposed to be inside, but I'm gonna show you guys this quarters coverage. That would mean that you have 4 guys drop into deep zones. Basically, outside corner has outside the numbers. Safety has numbers to hash. Safety, numbers to hash. This cornerback would have numbers to sideline. That would be cover 4 quarters coverage. And now there's different variants of like cover 4s, like cover 4 cut, things like that, where the safeties do pinch up and in on in-breaking routes. But I don't think this was quarters coverage, because this cornerback right here, he's rolled up, and you see he doesn't just bail, really. He kind of sits in this little flat area. And then what also tells me that it's not like cover 4 quarters, even though they're kind of showing too deep look, this safety, he jumps out. He jumps out here all the way to the numbers. Now, if it's quarters coverage, he's staying right in line in between the hash and the numbers. So it's almost like it was a inverted cover 2, or it was a cover 3. But now we'll get to the side where the action is happening at. So we have the safety here. We have Jalen Ramsey outside with Stefon Diggs outside. So we'll look at Ramsey. We'll look at this safety first. So really, to me, this was either cover 6, cover 3, or cover 2 invertedly. So personally, I think this was supposed to be cover 6, and I can maybe throw up like a just go and Google cover 6. Cover 6 would mean that this safety jumps outside like he's supposed to. This corner stays rolled up. The safety right here that people are saying he was supposed to be deep, or they don't know what he was doing, he's supposed to roll to the middle of the field, and Ramsey has a deep third. So that's one possibility to me on this play. Another possibility was cover 3. And still, either way, Jalen Ramsey would have this deep third, which Stefon Diggs runs right across his face. So that's my second possibility. My third possibility would be like it's an inverted cover 2, to where this safety is out here on this half, even though he's a little wide to me for it to be that. That's why I have it as my last possibility. And Ramsey is kind of a little bit too close to the sideline for it to be that, and it's like a late adjustment. So I don't think it was like an inverted cover 2, to where the corner goes to the deep half while another safety drops inside into the middle. So I don't think that's what it was. But either way, in all those coverages, Ramsey has this deep third. If he didn't, he would have stayed rolled up probably. And I just think he had his eyes in the backfield. I don't think he really got like burnt like just one on one like Stefon Diggs is better than him. I think Jalen Ramsey was just undisciplined on this play because the play breaks down a little bit in this pocket. Josh Allen rolls out, and then Ramsey's eyes were just in the backfield the whole time. We don't have an angle that I could use without getting like copyrighted. But on the broadcast, I just remember seeing Jalen's eyes were in the backfield the entire time. So I think it's just like a little bit of mental discipline. It is week 1. These guys are just getting back to it. So I just think he was looking in the backfield. It's the end of the game. They're getting beat already. So maybe he wasn't like fully zoned in. So his eyes were in the backfield. And by that time, with Stefon Diggs' speed, with Josh Allen's arm, it's too late. It is too late. And a lot of people are saying, well, the safety's supposed to be there. The safety's supposed to be there. If the safety was going to be there, he was going to be in this deep third. And I don't even think he was going to be able to get to that either way. But at the same time, this safety does come in here on this in-breaking route. Because if he doesn't, this guy is wide open. Now, that's not a touchdown, but that's still a wide open guy if he doesn't jump this on the, I think that's the tight end, Dawson Knox. So I think, personally, I think it was a cover 6, but the safety, he jumped this seam route when really he was supposed to be in the middle of the field. That's what I think it was. Nobody will know. Nobody will know outside of what the Rams defensive coordinator called. But either way, I believe this is still Jalen Ramsey's responsibility. I mean, Diggs runs right by his face. It's just his eyes are in the backfield. I think it's just a mental mistake there. Diggs scores a touchdown and then lets him know about it. So, done with that play. That was the big play I know everybody wanted to see and talk about. But here we go again. Another play. I think this is the last play I got. They're right here at the top. This is going to be a play action away. And they're kind of running this at half speed. So I didn't know if I should put it in here. But they're kind of jogging across the middle of the field. Even though Diggs was open. I think they just knew Allen was keeping it the whole time. But yeah. Thoughts about the game. It was a great game for the Bills. Not for the Rams. The Rams was very disappointing. Their offense was very disappointing, but credit to Buffalo. I think people are like, oh, well, the Rams got problems. The Rams got problems. I think Buffalo came in here on a mission and they, succeeded. Like the defensively, offensively, these guys scored 31 points while having, I believe it was 3 or 4. It was at least 3. It might have been 4 turnovers. It might have been 4. I think Josh Allen had 2 picks. One was like not his fault at all. And then I think Zach Moss fumbled as well as James Cook. So I think it was 4 turnovers, and they still scored 31 points. So if they played clean, this could have been 48 to 10. Defensively, Buffalo looks solid. Von Miller has brought something to this defense that is going to be very crazy. He looks good. He looks healthy. Not as explosive as he was, but he's still very, very athletic, has elite pass rush moves. And I think he's just bringing juice to that defensive line, defensive front, defense in general. Yeah, I think Buffalo's dangerous. In my predictions video, I had them making it to the Super Bowl, not winning it, but I had them making it. But it'll be interesting to see as the season goes on. Like I said, for the topic, Stefon Diggs and Ramsey. Stefon Diggs played phenomenal. Everybody in Buffalo played phenomenal. I just think on that play, I think Ramsey he mentally wasn't in it on the play. Whatever coverage it was, he had a deep third. And Diggs ran across his face, stayed in the deep third. He didn't run a post to the middle to where it was the safety's responsibility. So I think, let's not overreact. Jalen Ramsey is still a great player. I don't think he's what he was in Jacksonville, but I still have him as a top 5 cornerback in the league. Stefon Diggs is no slouch. He's a top 5, arguably, definitely top 10 receiver. But other than that, I'm going to be bringing you guys breakdowns, cornerback receiver matchups, game breakdowns, individual player all year long. Y'all just got to let me know who you want to see. Let me know who your favorite team is, your favorite player, and I'll do a video. But other than that, I'm excited for the season to start. Go Cowboys. That's my team. We're taking down the GOAT on Sunday night. I probably will be doing a breakdown video on that because it's my boys. But other than that, if you guys made it this far, I appreciate it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Like I said, spam that comment section. I love reading. I love responding. And I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.